G'day guys. So here's one I didn't really want to do. I haven't posted in a couple of days, so I thought I'd better let you know what's going on. Um, it may be a bit rambly, so yeah, if you can't be bothered with it, thank you for clicking on the video. I'm quitting, guys. It's been too long that I've been lying to myself, hiding behind things. I have to quit drinking. Sorry to do that stupid YouTube thing that people write I'm quitting as a clickbait title, but I think it's a pretty serious thing that I've kind of noticed on my streams a little bit more as well, that when I am back at streaming recently, I'm talking about drink drive streams and trying to have a bit of fun with that, and it's not really the image I want to portray. That was going to happen. It's not really the image I want to portray to any sort of community, let alone being a family man and having 3 children. It's crept up on me through some scenarios that I've had. Sorry about the camera being fucked up there, but this is all raw. I've had a few scenarios over the past few years after the birth of my 3-year-old. My mother was diagnosed with dementia, and we only had a couple of years with her. She passed away last year, and that was quite hard on me. During COVID, having a COVID baby was tough as it is, but then losing your support network changed things as well. That led to me, being absent for years and maybe streaming once every now and then, trying to think I could pick it back up, but never really getting back into it. I am solid on being back into it at the moment, and I think by cleaning my drinking up and alcoholism, which I'll talk about in a moment, will really probably assist the quality of the stream and the kind of content we do anyway, and the kind of fun we have. Sorry if this does sound a bit somber, but I'm an open book, so I'm going to go through what the journey's been, through mum's dementia and then passing. It hit me a lot harder than I thought it would. I ended up a contract that was always going to end in the middle of last year. But I was going for interviews 2 days before her funeral. I was in a 3rd stage interview, providing a presentation to get into a well-paid role, and wasn't performing as well as maybe I should, obviously, looking back. But I wanted to keep moving forward. And apologies, this was intended to be one take because it's just off the cuff, but we'll get back to what we were talking about. The period of time where I was knowing I was losing my contract was pretty tough, and I couldn't land a role anywhere else. And when I lost my job in the middle of the year, a few months after my mum passed, I started drinking a lot, and that changed some of my relationships in my life. And last year I had a bit of a battle with it, and went to see some medical help and got clean for a good few months. Sober, you could call it California sober, as they say these days. I was still blazing. Medical cannabis, of course, but in actuality, it was great to just have a few months off, 4 months off or whatever it was. My wife actually injured herself at work during the point in time, and I was really proud to be able to be present and be able to pick up everything for the kids and get them to school and all that sort of stuff during that period of time without worrying about being too intoxicated from the night before or anything like I may have previously. So it was really quite profound. And then when I got a new job at the start of the year, I took a bit of a pay hit, went to a lesser paid role. I was quite enjoying it though. Wife was doing really well, and then from there, when that went to shit, in the middle of the year, I had a new manager that just didn't like me and sacked me within a few weeks, in a role I was really starting to enjoy and embellish and start to be a better person. I found it hard to get a job again in the past few months and turned to alcohol a lot more, and it's been very, very hard to sleep. It's been hard to wake up. It's been hard to do the normal things without it, and that becomes a problem. So I just want to put this video out there, I guess, to let those loyal guys that have been around know that, you know, I don't think it's okay the way I've acted about alcohol. I think it's part of the society I live in. Australia is very big on alcohol and very okay with it. I thought using medical cannabis would keep me away from it, but I'm so embedded with alcohol that I'll turn to it for stress reasons. Anxiety is a bitch, and you may think it's curing something, but it actually makes anxiety worse in the long run. And I think anyone intelligent knows that, and that's what I was so disappointed about over the past few months, seeing myself going down in a spiral. Streaming the past week or so has been so enjoyable, and I've been really enjoying finding some creative outlet in that. But I have noticed there's been, when I've rewatched anything to go and edit it, there's been some slurry stuff. There's been a comment of maybe, you know, you're not driving well enough, and I don't blame the subscriber at all, by the way. It's my influence. You know, you're not rallying well enough because you haven't had a drink today. And on that day, I was actually feeling withdrawals and having a hard day. But I tried to push through it on the stream. And afterwards, I went out and got a bottle of wine. I think it was last Thursday or Friday or something. And, you know, it's a battle. I've tried for the past few weeks to get some medical help, and I've been turned away from multiple doctors saying just try and cut down. Not multiple, but my main doctor. And I've turned to some drug and alcohol services, which are hard to navigate as well. Everyone keeps pushing you back to a GP, and getting a mental health plan through them was hard months ago, let alone then trying to get them to take alcoholism seriously, and to the point where you may need some medication to stop those withdrawal symptoms so you can feel more comfortable getting away from it. And then there's judgment too. A lot of judgment. A lot of the people you call that are in tune with this, they will be supportive and say it's great that you're taking that step and you're being honest with it. I don't think that's why I'm trying to be honest to you guys, because I may not be streaming for the next couple of nights. I really hope I do, but I may just need a bit of time to de-stress while I'm not using the thing. I did have a day off yesterday and I felt okay for a while, and then I didn't have a great doctor's appointment today. That didn't really help me the way I wanted, and I thought I'll start tomorrow. I've got some things that can help me that I used last year, like Antabuse and other such things. So, all too much information, far too much information, all that stuff. But I guess I'm just trying to communicate to you guys. If anyone's going through anything like that, you can talk to me. I want you to know it's serious, that people deal with this shit. As you get older, it gets harder. So if you're young and you think you're immune or invincible, start thinking about your health early. You don't want to wake up at 37 years old and go, shit, how much time do I have? And what have I done to my body? So, look, this is a tough one to bring it along. I've got the right help, I think, now for the interim, and I have spoken with another doctor because my GP hasn't seemed to be that helpful for quite some time now. Has turned me away, asked me to just try and cut down multiple times, even after looking at blood tests saying that there are some abnormalities coming up now, which is always what I said. I've always had blood tests that say I have fantastic liver function, but I drink far too much, I know that. And you look, it's a family-based thing too. A lot of my family, I don't blame any of them, but they've always been a bit of a penchant to drink, Irish background and all that. And it seems hospitable to say, oh, have another drink, you know, don't rush off. But all those influences just add up. And when that stress builds up or something cracks, like losing a job in this kind of economic climate, got a mortgage, financial rates are going up all the time. It's been really quite a tough time. And the way I was fired was very, very unfair. So there's been stress around that too. But, you know, you just got to deal with what you can. I wish somebody would bloody actually hire me. Of being completely transparent, I've gone for all sorts of low-level jobs, that entry-level stuff that I wouldn't dream of in the past. I worked in corporate level stuff in IT and telecommunications, you know, corporate sales, face-to-face, you know, steps well above the sales that I started in a call center or anything. But you know, I wanted to step away from sales a long time ago, and tried to do that, but that's a difficult thing. No one really wants you in those other realms. So yeah, it's a journey of finding yourself. But I just wanted to let you guys know, I've rambled way too more than I wanted to. I wanted to keep the point fairly clear that I am quitting alcohol. Today is the last day to have a drink. I didn't yesterday, and then I had a little bit of a fallover. I have a great app called Sober Sidekick, which has it's a social media type app. It also sort of tracks your progress, and you see a lot of supportive messages from others that ask you to put an update of how you're going, and then other people see it and comment on it, and you see people that are 83 days sober or 1,500 days sober, and I think this is something that over the years I've had too many troubles with, and I should not have normalised on my stream, and I feel irresponsible to the range of ages that may have watched. Usually not under 18s, but you never know who signs up for an over 18 account. But even, I don't want to influence an 18 or 19-year-old to think you can sit there drinking every night playing computer games. It's not a way to live. And you'll just ruin relationships, which I have done in the past, but I've been able to keep that going and try and find the right help at the right time this time. Hope you guys can support me through this. If anyone wants to see any further updates and sort of likes this information about me on top of sort of what we do on stream and some of the edits, like some of the videos and streams, I've been meaning to edit and just put some short form to how funny some of the aspects have been, and just haven't done that. And that's alcohol. I mean, really. And look, I've been drinking wine out of a teacup. That's when you know you've changed. So I have cut down a fair bit. I've got some medication to help me with the rest of it now. And yeah, you'll be seeing me soon. Hopefully with less bags under the eyes, because even though they're still there today, they looked a lot better when I looked in the mirror today after not drinking as much yesterday and the day before. So I'm on a journey. I am actually out of cannabis scripts as well, which is sort of doubling it up, but I may get some oil over the next couple of days. I've still got a script there. I want to keep on the level, but that has actually benefits for my stomach and appetite and other such things for my ailments there. So alcohol has no benefit for me, apart from trying to cloud some anxiety, which I probably need to deal with in a different way. Sorry that I've not looked at the camera. It's been very, very hard to. This is a hard one. I didn't want to do this one. And I didn't want to bait you guys in either, but I did want the community that care to actually kind of pay attention to it. And yeah, if you want to know more, feel free to comment, hit me up on Facebook. I will try and get my socials a bit more used as well, and that's a part of being more present. For me, my family, myself, and for you guys. And for all the things that I'm passionate about. So, wish you all the best. Love yourselves. Love your family. Hug your mums. Fucking miss that bitch. Love you guys.